Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today is going to be a reseller rant story about Goodwill, about how crazy the prices have gotten, about how customer service is kind of slow, even though I kind of understand why, and just why some people who buy at Goodwill really need to speed it up. So that's going to be the three main points. So let's get this started. First, we're going to start off with the prices. I have been hearing stories lately that Goodwill has raised their prices to crazy amounts. I didn't believe it, mainly because the Goodwills out in my area, they were about always crazy in price anyways. Nikes were always $25, $20, $15, and just your sort of shoes, they were around $8 to $9, sometimes $12, which was completely reasonable. I go into a Goodwill after I believe 3 months or so of not going because I have I don't like going there because of that. But I was looking for a very specific item. I was looking for another monitor. And I go to the shoe section as habit because that's what I do. I mostly sell shoes. And to my surprise, Goodwill had these Nike shoes. Shoes that are not even worth $40. They had them priced for $40, $50, $35, $30. It was crazy. I couldn't believe it. So I was like, oh my gosh, okay. I found a pair of Vans, a pair of, I forgot what the other ones are actually, but some Disney Vans, they were priced very reasonable, $12 for a pair of Vans. I found a pair of Brooks Beast, those were $15, but those I'm keeping for personal reasons because they're very comfortable. And then the other pair were a pair of high top suede Converse, those were $15, and those were worth it because they are selling for around $70. So I picked those up because that was all there is. I couldn't find the item that I personally wanted. The other thing is, and I'm going to put it right here, you're going to see like there's a little video that I'm going to put up, and now Goodwill has, they're mostly Nike Jordans and I think Kyrie Irving Nikes that now they put it on the rack or the metal racks and they zip tie them, saying that if you want to look at them or you want to, I guess, either try them on, ask an employee and they will cut it for you. That is a first that I've seen. Normally those kind of shoes, they always put them in the glass case. This time they didn't. So that's just insane. I don't know what's going on. But even those shoes were also $40, $50. Some of them, maybe they would have been worth it. I know I saw a pair of Nike Air Maxes that I have sold before for over $100, but I'm not going to pay $50 because I'm just not. That's just over my comfort limit. So there's that. That was my first point. And I believe my second point. I already forgot what points are. But yeah, the first point is Goodwill prices have definitely gone insane in my area. I am in SoCal. And that's just crazy. All the shoe racks were filled. And every Nike you've seen were at least $40, $35 to $50, which was insane. My next point is buyers that buy at Goodwill really need to speed up their checkout process. I had a lady that I was behind. The lady was checking out and I was the first person behind, so I was next. This lady took almost 20 minutes to check out, and it's because I think she was using credit to purchase. She wasn't actually paying for anything. She probably returned something and got credit for it. The employee was an older person, so they were moving slow, so I understood that. But the lady kept asking her questions over and over. The buyer was asking questions over and over, and I don't know if you can tell, but the lady was just the customer. The employee either didn't care or she couldn't hear her. So she was getting into it with two employees over a coffee maker. I think it was like $8. And I guess they got a manager over, or a manager just happened to be there, saying that the tag was one of the 25% off. And the lady supposedly was trying to use a alcoholic wipe to clean the barcode, or who knows what it was. And the manager said, since we can't scan it, we can't take it out of the system, and we have no more red tags. So we would have to put a new tag, and you would have to pay full price. The lady was going back and forth with with the employee for another good 10 minutes. So before I was to check out, I was standing in line with another big line waiting behind me of customers for almost 20-25 minutes. So I understand we're at Goodwill, But come on, some buyers really need to speed up the prices. If you're just paying with credit, at least let the other people behind you pay. I mean, if you know you're going to take so long, just let the other people pay. That's the second point. And my third point is, of course, the Goodwill employees. Now, I understand, yes, they are severely understaffed and more than likely severely underpaid. But there was only 3 employees that I saw at this Goodwill. There was a cashier, I believe a manager, and then one other person who was just there. So while I was waiting in line for 20 minutes, I was kind of like staring at the lady. It's like, hey, there's a line. Can you open the other register? It's like, why are you waiting? Like almost 10 people waiting for this one buyer who is taking forever. And eventually, after the whole debacle, the other person ended up opening a line. She did apologize and say, I'm sorry for the long wait. And I understand. I accept the apology. I understand that they do need more help. But they could have opened the other register a little bit sooner. I didn't mind waiting because I was not in a hurry. Well, I was maybe in a little hurry. But of course, if I was in a hurry, that would have been my fault. But if you see that, it'll be nice just to open another register. That way you can get the other customers out if you know that this buyer is going to be a problem. So that was just going to be my little reseller rant. I have not gone to a Goodwill in a long time, but that price increase is definitely crazy. That was the main point of this story because that really is crazy. They really have gone insane. Now, I understand that they are basically our competition as well, but I mean, who is going to go into a Goodwill and pay $50 for a pair of shoes? Maybe some people will, but their market is extremely limited. And I guess in my opinion, they should have put those shoes in maybe shop Goodwill because, I mean, I don't know, nobody was really looking at those. So, I mean, that's just what I think. You know, and then if you're going to be a buyer and you know that you're going to spend almost 20-30 minutes of your time at a cashier while making other people wait, you should really rethink what you're doing and at least let the other people check out first because you were taking way too long. And third, the Goodwill employees, yes, I know, severely understaffed, but you know, I do appreciate that they apologize and I hope that they can get more help later down the line because it seems that thrift stores really are becoming a lot more busy even as the prices for Goodwill go up. So thank you for listening to this little rant. I know it's not my usual reselling information for the marketplaces, what sold or anything, but I really am glad that you guys heard my story. I like making these once in a while and I hope you enjoyed it. Of course, if you had this in the background, even better. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I truly do appreciate it. If you want to see another rant video, click on this video here. It's about a almost return that happened on Poshmark with a customer that you really should block. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Truly do appreciate it. Stay safe, take care, and I'll see you for the next one.